ChatGPT or Google Bard? Which one is better? Well, to be honest, at this point, it's not even a fair comparison as ChatGPT has been there for a while now and Google Bard is still under experiment. I'll be doing certain tests to find out how exactly these two rack up against each other. Bard has a lot of potential, let me tell you why. Before that, if you guys are new over here, hey guys, so my name is Prithviraj and I'm an electronic music producer, a part-time gamer, and I also try to make videos. The reason I'll be putting my money in Google's basket is for the fact that if Google is able to integrate Bard properly into Google Assistant, then it could be a total game changer. The recent Google I/O gave all its focus to AI. One thing was clear that we are gonna see Bard getting integrated to all the Google apps. Now to address the burning question, how does it stand compared to ChatGPT at this very moment? Google Bard is trained using a technique called reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF. It's basically been programmed to generate creative and coherent responses to text prompts. On the other hand, ChatGPT is built on the GPT 3.5 or the GPT-4 architecture. It has a vast knowledge base and can generate conversational and informative responses across a wide range of topics. Firstly, let's start off with a casual conversation. Let's ask both of them what's your favorite hobby and why. Well, I was disappointed with the results, to be honest. ChatGPT clearly stated that it is an AI model and it does not have a personal preference, whereas Bard stated that it likes to learn new things, read books and watch documentaries. We were able to get a more human-like response from Bard, whereas ChatGPT clearly made us feel that we are talking to something that does not exist. And that's kind of a bummer. So in that case, let's just try out asking some direct questions now. But if you're enjoying the AI battle so far, then a sub to the channel will be really helpful. Let us ask, what is the process of photosynthesis? Now, if we compare both, Bard was able to come up with an answer faster, whereas ChatGPT took a longer time as I'm using the free version. Since Google Bard is free for all, so I'm using the free version of ChatGPT and not getting the GPT-4 one, because it's $20 a month. Leaving speed aside, if we compare the answers, Bard gave us a summarized version of the process photosynthesis, whereas ChatGPT gave us a more detailed process in a step-by-step format. Bard is linked with Google, so you can always press that Google it button to get more info on this topic from Google itself. But if you're a student, how I see this is that if you needed to revise a certain topic for yourself, then you can use Bard to get a more brief answer. Whereas if you needed to submit this as your homework, then the result that ChatGPT gave us would be more useful, as it stated the steps in a point format or a bullet format, as you might call it. I will have to give the win of this round to ChatGPT, as it was able to provide with a more detailed explanation. But take a look at this. What if I wanted to check the price of the Nike stock today? Bard gives us the answer, but ChatGPT can't. It does not have access to real-time data, and that's kind of shocking, to be honest. Alright, so let's try some creativity stuff. Write me a lyrics like Katy Perry along with its chords. I'll say both of them did a great job writing the lyrics for me, but the chords are the deciding factor for this case. ChatGPT stated the chord changes with each phrase of the lyrics, whereas Bard just stated the chords at the very end. In this case, the info that ChatGPT gave us will come in more useful when you are trying to write the song, as you will get a clearer picture of how the song is gonna sound like. ChatGPT also named the song for us. It's called Fireworks in this case. Leaving all these aside, I will say both of them did a great job in writing a lyrics like Katy Perry. Both of them address the vibes we get from a Katy Perry song quite nicely. Google has been focusing a lot on writing codes using Bard. I'm not a programmer, so I don't have much knowledge about this topic, but if anyone of you know JavaScript, then please let me know in the comments that if this code is right or wrong. I'm just gonna ask them to write a JavaScript code to build an e-commerce website. I don't know much about this, but looking at the codes, I feel that ChatGPT was able to give us a more detailed code. Well, I might be wrong over here, so please correct me in the comments. One thing I noticed that Bard also provided us with the CSS and the HTML codes along with JavaScript. Well, in my opinion, that's kind of unnecessary, as I specifically asked for a JS code. In case I did not mention the programming language, then it would have made totally sense. But since I did, that wasn't really required. But if you wanted to check out the alternatives as well, then you might have appreciated this feature. But since I have no idea what I'm doing, let's just proceed with the video. Let's check their humor for a change. Let me ask them to tell me a joke about astronauts. Well, I will leave you to decide for this one. But what if we gave them more freedom and I asked them just to tell me a joke? That scientist joke is so damn old. I have read it so many damn times. One thing I need to point out is that on the left hand side of ChatGPT, you get to see all the questions you ever asked to ChatGPT and also the answers you got. But that's not the case for Bard. Bard only remembers the questions you asked and not the answers. So yeah. So which one do you think is better? As of now, I'll just keep using ChatGPT for my day-to-day work, for example, getting the script of this video itself. But I can't ignore the fact that Bard is coming out with many new changes soon. Like, you will be able to generate AI art right within Google Bard instead of going to its counterpart DALL-E 2 by OpenAI. It would be interesting to see how the Google Docs and Gmail integrations work out. So is it worth switching to Bard, or do you wanna keep on using ChatGPT for now? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. I kinda need to do an updated version of this
video when Bard is no longer an experiment.
So make sure you're subscribed to my channel for that. Please smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
Have a great day, everyone.